Hey guys, what's going on? How are you? Happy Sunday. Oh, what's up? Ooh, that was a mistake. Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's been a pretty eventful weekend. I'm exhausted just paying attention to what's been going on online. What's everyone doing? Everyone's getting ready for work tomorrow or first day of school for some. I made a live. It doesn't happen often, but I'm definitely part of Replay Gang Gang. Well, thank you, Nayday. I see you. It popped up right at me. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're so happy that you made it. Okay. So I'm happy that you're here. Megan, Desi, Tam, Gangstars, what's going on, ladies? What's going on? I appreciate y'all. Thank you for getting here first. Hey BougieGang, been hoping you'd go live. Girl, I've been sitting here. I'm editing a video. I messed up real bad. I had to record something and I have to do some like editing magic on this, so whatever. And now I put it off to tomorrow. I'm like, you know what? I'll do it in the morning when my brain is a little bit more clear. Um and then I did watch Yanni's video, which was so funny. And then I was watching Liv's live, but then I think Yanni dropped her video. I don't know. I'm always behind. So I was watching Liv's live and then saw her video. And then Kitten Zombie dropped the airport video of Liv. And I wanted to watch that before I came to talk to you guys. And then I wanted to make dinner. Whew, so I did that. Now I'm here. I didn't know what to talk about because I mean, I feel like everybody pretty much should be in the know on what's been going on with Liv this weekend. And I'm just like, girl, I mean, does anybody really is that a topic that even needs to be discussed anymore at this point? The funny thing to me was when I was watching Kitten Zombie got her on TikTok when sis was boarding her plane to come back to Tampa. She looked nervous at the airport too. Sis was nervous at the airport. And she was at the wrong gate and she went to ask the man like what's going on with my flight, and I guess he must have told her you're at the wrong gate. And girl, she had to go take a long, fast walk over somewhere else. And then next thing you know, she's getting on her plane. And somebody asked her on TikTok, like, hey, aren't you traveling with your man? And she's like, oh, yeah, of course I'm traveling with my man. He's shy. He doesn't want to say anything. And I'm thinking to myself, Olivia, okay. I tell TikTok that you're traveling with your man. Your man, girl, doesn't even come to your house. You think he's getting on a plane with you to go all the way to Dallas for some kids he doesn't even know? He hadn't even met them. Let's think about that. He hadn't even not, we number one, we know he doesn't exist, right? Okay, we know that. All right. Period. Nobody has to even bother to say that. We know he doesn't exist, but for TikTok reasons, girl, he's shy and didn't want to talk. I was like, girl, you need to stop it. Stop it right now. It's just getting to be too much, girl. I mean, I feel like I've got a really good memory and it's too much. Like, you can't remember all this, can you? So I'm reading everyone's saying hello to everyone. Hello everyone. Um Yeah, it's crazy. Sis is losing her mind. The main, I would say the highlight character of this whole weekend is In-N-Out Burgers. I mean, we got to give it to In-N-Out Burgers because I mean, Olivia, you got to get a little bit more original with your schedule, sis, because I think what people know is that when you get to town, you are going to Uber over or Lyft or whatever you use over to In and Out, whether it's on your way in or on your way out, you are stopping. And I wouldn't be surprised if she goes both ways, um, depending on how long she's there. But it was really funny. I don't know what time that TikTok was. It would be interesting to know around the time that Kitten caught that video, because I would love to know how much time she spent where maybe she could have seen her kids. I don't know. And I don't even know if they would have had that flexibility, because I mean, maybe if it was her Friday, she may have had some time. But if you're flying in, I mean, I know that that includes getting a hotel and all of that kind of stuff. And she's probably short on cash and all of those things. But I would have tried to see my kids. Like, all you ever hear her say is how much she misses AJ, but you just flew into town. And I mean, people who are suffering or dealing with a traumatic situation where I don't know if she's traumatized by it or not. I mean, she said for months she wasn't depressed, and then she said I was depressed. I just didn't want to talk about it. At the end of the day, um, she probably is eating her emotions. That's why she's getting so big. She's compartmentalizing, so she is tucking it away somewhere in her feelings, because because of her narcissism, she has to keep a stiff upper lip, because she doesn't want, to show her emotions, because she's a tough guy. She's so tough. And but I can't imagine how a mother would fly into town with your three babies, and you made, as far as I know, I'm making an assumption, no effort at all to see them. Because we would have heard, I called Gerard to see if he would let me see the kids for a couple of hours, or yeah. I didn't hear any of that. Or I decided, because I'm in town, I'd spend the weekend. I don't know. It was a Friday. Why not just spend the weekend? Maybe it wasn't her. Like, okay, reasons why Liv didn't spend the night. Okay. Um, you guys, reasons why she didn't stay. Maybe because I mean, number one, she was shook after the confrontation, the bathroom, let's just say the bathroom incident. She was shook. So she decided she wanted to get on the first thing out of town. Oh, number deadbeat. Okay, YouTube pimping. Tell us what you really think. Okay. The bathroom incident. Deadbeat. Okay. No money. Okay. Curly Lock Diva. Okay, let me highlight these for good reason. Okay. Yes, so we can remember, right? Hold on. What did I say? I said shit. I don't even remember anymore. Deadbeat. Okay. YouTube pimping. Short on cash. Megan. Those kids are the last thing on her mind. I think I said maybe it wasn't her weekend. After all that talking she does, those kids are the last thing on her mind. My God. Okay. Let's see. Girl, hold on a second. You guys are funny, okay? Um, like, think of something out of the box. Okay, no money, unfit, a bum. Liv, I hope you're listening to this. Maybe you're in the bushes right now. No money for hotel or activities with the kids. Look, I mean, you haven't seen your kids in a month. What activities do you need but hugs? Um, Hugs, talking. How are you doing? How's school? Are you happy? Um, let's talk. Let's watch some movies. Let me braid your hair. Let me, you know what I mean? Take them out to eat. I mean, I guess when you have to be relegated to being activity mom, it's unfortunate, you know what I mean, that your role as a mother becomes activity mom. You know what I mean? Because all you're doing is picking up on the weekends, and what else is there to do but activities, right? Um That's very unfortunate. But yeah, activities, that's where it's at. If you're the weekend entertainment, if your role as mother has been relegated to weekend entertainment, that's sad. Okay. Lazy with a capital L and capital A, capital Z, capital Y. Damn. Okay. Lazy. No money, no money. So unresounding, no money, broke. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking me. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well too. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and I hope that you all are doing well and the families are good. And I thank you all for taking some time to sit and talk to me. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Tam, not her weekend. Yeah, that's what I said. Not her weekend. That was mine too. Um, Her mama told her to get back fast. Girl, get your ass up out of town. Not beneficial to her life. So it does not serve her. Are you saying sis is selfish, YouTube pimping? Is that what you're saying? You think sis is selfish? Um, Not a priority. Okay. Wow. Okay. My bad. Um, all she can do is talk trash about, but cannot fight for her life. Well, I don't know if it was a life or death situation at this moment. I'm just gonna say this. I don't look. Yanni said very specifically what she came there for, and it wasn't to fight. Liv said that if she saw someone take her picture, she was going to smack the shit out of them and they would be wanting to call for the law. Okay. That didn't happen. Yanni said she had specific itinerary and it sounds like she checked the boxes on what she went to do. She did, right? Which was not kick her ass. I guess I'm sure if it entailed defending herself, I'm going to just make an assumption. Sis would have been all over that. However, but that wasn't what was on the itinerary. Liv is the one who lacks education and refinement. And the only thing she can do is resort to instincts because she's not educated on other strategies and resources to deal with people who you have differences of opinion with, right? So okay. I'm quite sure if ass whooping was what was on the menu and ass whooping would have been what happened. However, I don't think that that was on the itinerary. Okay. Um. So no, I mean, we know sis can't. You know, look, she's a big girl, so to underestimate that sis can't do a little smacking around or something. Who knows and who cares? I don't want to see. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see a 400-pound woman fight. I really don't. Now, a 400-pound woman slip and fall and trip or something, okay. But fighting, no. Fighting while pregnant, not cute. Nobody wants to see that. So, not even from her. We'll just leave her alone. Hi, E. Joseph. Oh, mon chéri. Merci. Merci. Let me see if I can get my little assistant to help me out. Hold on just a second, please. Oh my God. The dogs. It's like, oh, mom's sitting at her desk. Let me come whine. Um, Thank you, dear. All she can do is talk trash, but cannot fight for her life. Well, girl. Okay, we read that one. We talked about that. So true. Hurricanes. Oh, I dropped the link, didn't I? If somebody wants to call in, please feel free to do so. Um, Hurricane Yanni shook that ass. Yeah, I think she was shook from a standpoint of this shit got real. It's one thing to see somebody in the computer, but it's another thing to see someone in the flesh. I used to have a pastor. She passed away now, but she used to say in the, that you say in the flesh, in the flush. You see someone in the flush, girl, that's a whole nother set of circumstances, right? When they're not in the computer, right? Interesting. Hmm. You would think that when she got to the airport, she would have stopped yapping at those gums, right? You would have thought that maybe she would have changed her tune, right? Let me tell you something. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like I would love to meet anybody that wants to meet me, but as far as like even pretending for a moment that I have something better to do than to scrap it out with somebody, absolutely I'm not interested. But trust and believe, and I think anybody with a brain, hold on one second, that's my husband. Just a second, y'all. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, dear. All right. Bye bye. Oops. Okay. Oops. Okay. Um, you don't want to have to fight. Nobody wants to fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? That takes a lot of energy. Like you saw what happened a couple of weeks ago on the steamboat in Alabama. I'm sure nobody on that day set out to have to kick some ass. Use folding chairs. Use their knuckles. You know what I'm saying? Hey, India. Nobody wanted to cuff up them fists. But you just gotta do what you gotta do when it's time to do it, right? But I bet you sis probably peed in her pants a little bit when she was like, oh shit. Hold on a second, huh? If I have to, y'all, let me let mommy in. Can you hold on for me a second, Farah? My assistant needs my assistance. Just a moment. I'll be right back. Let's do this real quick. A brief intermission, okay? I'll be right back. Mommy, go lay down. Mommy, go to bed. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like it doesn't matter what time it is around this house. It's like the same time all the time. Okay. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like the people in Alabama, they set out for a nice day. Nobody planned on being in no fight, but when the time came, people did what they were supposed to do, right? So I don't know if Liv can fight. Liv is a big ham-handed, large woman. And I see you, mastermind. We're gonna shh on that because people like to play and I don't. So but yes, it's coming. It's coming. But yeah, I appreciate it. A lot of people have been coming through recently. Um, and I thank you all, each and every one of you. So I don't know. I'm gonna just say this. I don't Me personally, she can keep them hands to herself because I'm 5'4" and a big old tall burly woman. about 400 pounds, if I saw a big old hamshank hand coming in my way, I would be like, girl, I would be kneecapping. Okay. I'm from Jersey and we gonna do an old little kneecap. You want to go high? I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna get you down there at those ankles and your knees, and girl, you gonna be on the floor. Okay. Period. You want to start lifting up them hands? Girl, that knee is going to give right out on you. Okay. You're going to be on the floor. Okay. And then you get and then that's it. You know what I mean? You got to defend yourself. But I think that, nobody is trying to beat up nobody. Right. And no one's trying to have any fights or anything like that. That's why she got to the airport in good condition and with a good story to tell. She had a good, you know what I mean? She has, that makes for, girl, you got some content. You should be sending Yanni a thank you note, okay? Because you have no damn content. You've been milking these pregnancy, baby story, fake boyfriend stories for about 2 years now. Ever since Zolo Bands left, you have been really taking this boyfriend storyline to the max, okay? You need to be you need to be typing an email right now and saying, Dear Yanni Bonnie B, I thank you so much for some content. Okay. Thank you for giving me something to talk about that actually happened, that I did not have to fabricate. And now I got something to talk about. Okay. You should be thanking her. Okay. Because you weren't going to tell us about what happened at court. We already know that. Girl, you ain't going to tell us really about what happened at the courthouse. Okay. Girl, if I had remembered the damn date, I would have sent girl, I'd have sent a little birdie over there to go see what was going on. But girl, thank you, Yanni, for being on that job, girl. Everybody should be thank you, Yanni. Girl, I'm outside. Handled that business, okay? And Liv should be happy she has something to damn talk about. Looking all worried over there at In and Out. But seriously, back to the reasons. Did we finish all the reasons? Sis didn't go see her kids. I don't know that she inquired about her kids, but according to the YouTube street, sis, there were many, many reasons why she probably did not call. She didn't have money. She didn't have the weekend was not hers. She's broke for activities, all of the things. She has no relationship with her baby father. So if it wasn't her weekend, even just in the interest of the kids, because as family, you do take one for the team, right? Sometimes. But since you can't be trusted, that man probably doesn't want to pick up the phone because you are so full of game. He can't even trust you to have a parental conversation in the interest of the kids to say, you know what, they probably would like to see their mom and she's in town and we don't know when she's coming back other than for the next court date. So let me run the kids over there to McDonald's or In and Out so they can sit and talk to their mom for 45 minutes or something like that. I don't know, but that's not what it's giving. And that doesn't seem to be, obviously that doesn't seem to be what happened because sis stayed on live for a long time because I think she was probably scared. She didn't know who was coming to swoop in. So because she can't stand 10 toes on anything, she's standing on that damn live stream because I guess if anything happened to her, she would want to be on live because then there's a witness because girl, if you are even breathing in 2023, one thing that you do know is nobody really cares and nobody's getting involved, right? And that's sad, but for the most part, most people don't care and most people aren't getting involved in situations that look like none of their business, right? So she wanted to be on live stream because sis was scared. I think her live stream capabilities gives her a little bit of heart and she's able to talk that talk because if she had to sit at that damn gate or anywhere else by herself, if she was sitting in that damn airport and was playing, damn playing like a little crossword puzzle or whatever, or minding her own damn business, taking a nap or whatever, and she woke up and damn saw YouTube streets again in her, she probably would just piss in her fucking pants. She'd probably just lose it. Oh, she was definitely in the airport YouTube pimping. I'm behind in the chat. Um, but I see you guys on one screen. I'm on two different screens, but I'm current on one, and then on the StreamYard, I'm where I'm at right here. Damn that fupa, girl. The fupa is a mess. If it's hanging here, that shit is so those legs. Sis got sis got a whole damn honey baked ham. This whole girl, hold on a second. You can't I wish girl, I'm so used to like when I'm damn showing a screen, you guys can see my cursor. Look at her hand. That's a fucking medium-sized honey baked ham. Okay? That fupa, that she hasn't seen her putty cat in a long time. Okay? She must need to put talcum powder all. Sis needs to wear fucking underwear shorts. She needs to wear like the biggest of the biggest granny panties ever. She needs to have boy short granny panties because I can't imagine how hot she must be. Sis weighs a lot. Okay? It's just the fact that she claims that she's such a bad bitch, but that outfit, sis doesn't. I've been telling you guys for years, sis got no swag. She has no swag, no clothes. All she goes running over here to these stores and buys clothes for what? Like this is a woman who is broke and will stay broke. You know why? Because she wastes her money. The clothes that she wears is that stuff that she goes and runs and buys over there at the damn Salvation Army, the Restore, and Goodwill. Sis she's like a low life living. There's nothing that she doesn't even wear new clothes because new clothes can't wear her. You're never going to see her in something new. When that woman goes and buys clothes, I think she goes and runs and returns them. You know how people say Keisha buys things or she goes to the store and she doesn't leave with anything? This woman goes buys shit and takes it right back because there is nobody with any amount of sense on God's green earth that would go and buy clothes and you never see them. This woman is wearing some damn sheer ass tights in Florida in 400 damn pounds. Look at the little crease. Look at the picture on the left, the crease from her hand. And I'm talking about the picture on the left. There's a little crease right there. That's the fupa. And then that shit hangs down below her putty cat. You know how hot she must be? And then she's wearing these see-through ass nasty shorts. You can see her butt. And she thinks that shit is cute. She's disgusting. She's absolutely gross. And she's got the personality on top of it. The fact that she runs around here talking, like she was at the airport talking about how she's seen all these beautiful women and this, that, and the third. I would be embarrassed. First of all, a bad bitch isn't running around sweating other bad bitches. Like, who cares? First of all, why are you so mesmerized by all these women? Like, do you need to go get a phone number or something? Like, there's nothing wrong with appreciating beauty, but the fact that you are so digmatized by another female and what they look like, why don't you get into yourself and go jump on a treadmill? Why don't you get into yourself and go run and play with a bar of soap in the shower? Why don't you get a high school diploma, get your life together, and work on getting your children back so they're not traumatized by the years that their mother was so fixated by the internet and shaking her ass and running around in sheer bike shorts that she lost custody, and that when she would come to town to see the judge about getting them back, She didn't even give him a phone call because she was so busy running her mouth on damn TikTok and YouTube live because she talked too much shit on the internet that people would come out of the clear blue sky, say peekaboo, and she'd be so scared she couldn't get off live stream to even call them to say, Mommy's in town to see about you. Mommy's in town to talk to the judge about you. Mommy's in town. I just want to tell you I love you before I get on the plane. That is sad. That is really, really sad and pathetic. And instead of spending so much time talking about people who you should never invite to your presence, if you don't like people, don't invite people, don't test people to come to your presence because you sound stupid. I don't doubt that this trick over here is heavy handed AF. She got damn ham shanks for hands. And she got like sides of beef for legs and feet. Okay. I don't know if she can fight, but I know when she lifts up them limbs, they're heavy. And if she can move them, well, you know, you might feel something, but at the end of the day, you can't beat fast. You know what I mean? As long as somebody's fast, um, and sis can't move fast. I doubt sis could move fast. She was breathing so heavy when she sat down on that plane. If you hadn't seen Kitten Zombie's post, Kitten Zombie has the TikTok live. Go, I would say start in the middle and work your way to the end. Sis got on that plane. You know how like if you run, you're out of shape and you run and you finally get to where you need to go and you feel like you're about to throw up, girl. Sis was having to do that airport shuffle trying to catch that plane because she was sitting there running her mouth over in the airport. She didn't realize that she was at the wrong gate. Either they swapped gates or she was just at the wrong gate. But because she was running her mouth and realized like something can't be right, they're not calling my flight. Next thing you know, she's running to another gate. So she made it. But she was like, hopefully nobody snuck on the plane. She's such a Karen. Who in the hell can sneak on a plane? And what would make you think that our good sis needs to sneak on a plane? You don't think that sis can afford a ticket? Is it because you're broke and you couldn't afford a ticket? You think other people can't afford a ticket? You know sis can afford a ticket. Come on now. Stop trying to play yourself. When you make all of these assumptions, it's not just girl, come on, just stop. You just stop. And nobody's sneaking on no planes in 2023. Nobody has time for the Secret Service because you mess around at the airport, that's I mean, the police do come, but I mean, the Secret Service and the FBI. When you start messing around with airports, you got the alphabets coming for you. Okay, I would not. Let's see. She had been shook. She had been shooked because she boarded the plane. She sat at the very front. Hell, she could have sat on the pilot's lap. She was so close to the front. Well, and what kind of plane is that where you just get your own seat? Don't you get assigned? Yeah, the alphabets are not playing. Um I don't is was that like Southwest or something that she flew? She has a poverty mindset. Excuse me, I'm having a drink cuz I'm thirsty. Hey ladies, just fell out of the bushes. Y'all got me rolling in these comments. Is that Halim Halima LW? Halima. I hope I got that right. Halima Hale. I don't know. But you know I'm talking about you. Um HALEEMA LW. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's ridiculous, girl. She's a mess. Let's see. What else is going on here? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Her hands are she's got to be massive. I'm sorry. I'm of the feminine, the most feminine variety, and I'm not fighting. Only thing I can confess about is having a very sassy mouth, um that loves to use cursey words, but I'm all woman, all female, all feminine, and I don't if I have to I will definitely defend myself, but I'm not into fights. Like I'm not into that. That's not my lane. Mm-mm. But girl, the fake boyfriend story is so tired. She had to snap right back into it when she got on the plane, because the people on TikTok, you're pregnant allegedly. This man does not mind you running. It's not like you're some executive at a Fortune 500 company. You're jumping on and off planes. You're not damn Carisha, please. Okay? You're not Glorilla. You're not Lizzo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're jumping on these planes, you're going to go talk about custody, and I could imagine that that is very, upsetting for a normal person, right? A normal person, um and a man who loves you would probably want to come with you, right? I might sound like a Southern belle, but I'd bring out my crazy redneck side in a heart. Look, exactly. You have some woman. See, Liv seems like the type of person, she's going to do the one-handed slap. She can't fight. She's not like grabbing you with one hand and damn cuffing that fist, because she's got those stupid, ridiculous nails, right? And she's got that big belly in the way, right? All you have to do, hopefully, you got on a pair of Air Force Ones, or you got a good tripod. Any of my folk out here that carries tripods and things of that nature, get that tripod out and fucking kneecap. Get that Air Force One and pretend like you're in group fitness class and just chop right in that ankle. You crack right into that knee and it's over. Sis is on the floor. 1, 2, 3 on the floor. Okay. That's it. That's self-defense 101. Someone's going high on you, you go low on them. Okay. Or somebody tries to grab you, you take both hands, you put them on the shoulders, and you kneecap them. That's self-defense. Any of you who have taken basic self-defense should know how to kneecap with your knee, and should know how whatever in your purse can be used as a weapon. Okay? Including Air Force Ones, Jordans, stilettos, anything like that. Anybody should know basic self-defense. Everybody should know how to defend themselves. Okay? All right? Period. Because shoot, by the time you call 911, girl, stuff can happen very quickly. So anyway, but nobody should have to need any of that, because fighting is not cute. It's not feminine, and all of us ladies know better than that. Because you know what I'm saying. Like nobody's like sis said, she had a very specific itinerary, and that was not it. Fighting was not on the agenda, because no fight happened, right? If I'm sure if there was something else on the agenda, then that's what would have occurred, and that was not what would have occurred. So sis got some content, and she should be thanking sis for relieving her of having to continue with her fugazi narrative, even just for like a few hours. My self-defense is popo. Oh, is pow pow, excuse me. Well, but you can't do that in airports and and the courthouse, or you shouldn't, you know? Well, India, it's important. Self-defense is very much important. But I think the first line um of defense, what do they say? The first line of defense is a good offense. And a good offense to me would be not running off at your mouth unnecessarily on this internet to provoke any type of, like showpiece. You know what I mean? Talk your shit, but don't invite people to your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Don't invite people to your face. Don't invite people to um, you know, your personal space, right? And it's become like a joke. It's become a joke now. She hasn't seen that cat in decades. Oh my god, I must really be behind. Let me progress in the chat. I hope I don't miss anyone. What, saying hello? Just say hi, everybody. Her knees looked like pregnancy sonogram pics. Wow. She's on the verge of catching a do you imagine? Look, all of my medical people, you guys already know. She needs that special powder with the that silver, I forget what it is, but there's some sort of special powder that the wound care stuff that they use for like bed sores and things of that nature. It was the deep carved wrinkles around. Why are you up so late? You've got one kid in the house. Look, Liv is going to get her reciprocity. She's getting ready to have another baby. Sis is going to be a mess. Like, we don't have to worry about her. And she doesn't have to worry about worrying about a man. No one's coming for you, sis. You got 5 kids. 3 of them live with their father. You can't afford to go see them. Cause a man's gonna want to. Where's your kids? Who are these little kids over here that don't look like the kids over here? Oh, okay, those are my firstborns. Okay, where are they? With their father in doubt. Well, when do you go see them? When I can afford it. When's that? Never. Um, and then what's his name? Already cries all the time, little AJ. And as fate will have it, that little girl gonna be crying her head off too. Look, you and Jasmine got these little crying ass babies. Okay. Y'all are so busy on this internet worried about what everybody else is doing. Y'all don't sleep. So all of y'all look horrible. Okay. She dresses like a poor teenager. Wow, cake pop. Hey, Scarlett. Hey, Boo Boo. Hey to everyone. And guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and handle that business for me if you don't mind. I think Liv is a closeted lesbian. Wow. Well, look, if she is, that's her business. If she wants to take some dips in the lady pond, let her. Whoever wants to entertain Liv in a lady type way, let them have her. Okay. No, the men's population will not be missing her. Okay. And somebody out there might want a nice burly female. Okay. Let her, because she says she loves a beautiful woman, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if she is going to explore other things, girl, have fun with that. Okay, have fun. And that's your business. You know what I mean? We've got some LGBTQ sisses who frequent over here. And girl, we don't discriminate. But yeah, Liv might be repressing some urges. Maybe sis needs to live her best life and live in her truth, right? Live your life, sis. Okay. Live your truth and handle your business. There's somebody out here for you. It's just not it. I don't know that it is that person is a man. I'm sure there is some woman out here that would love to be stepmom to the kids on outside of outside of the one woman who already is going to be or is stepmom to the three in Dallas. There's you can find a stepmom too. Okay. Since you don't seem to be able to find an adequate stepdad, maybe okay. So enough on that. But girl, live your best life. Whatever you decide to do, we'll be watching. Okay. She acts like a teenager from 16 and pregnant. Okay. She's quick to say pull up. Girl, she must mean pull ups like huggies. Maybe she means, those new, how they have those period pull ups now? They've got big girl pull ups where you can wear them on your period or after you've had feminine surgery. Maybe she means pull up since it always looks like she has on a pull up. She's just a big baby. She's a big baby. Uh, she has what is it? A primordial pouch. You guys have been pulling out the vocabulary words. Um, who was it the other day? Queen. We were discussing Keisha, and someone said obfuscate. And I still have not looked it up, but I feel like I kind of figured out what obfuscate means. I think it's more like hide and like hide and get rid of something. So when she said obfuscate, but I was like, y'all have been pulling out the words. Okay. Primordial, I know. She definitely can't fight. I think she's a slapper. I think she would try to slap. You see how her hand goes? I think she's like a slapper, and because she's heavy ham-handed, she thinks that she can fight because of that. But girl, she's barely standing on two legs. That body of hers cannot hold up all of that weight. Do you imagine? sh- Look, just because you're 400 and 500 pounds doesn't mean that there's no such thing as called big boned. I mean, I guess some people do have bigger bones than others, but for the most part, we're all pretty much built the same relative to your height, right? Your stature. But her bones are not extra fortified just because she's 500 pounds. You know what I mean? She's overweight. If she was meant to be like that, she would have a bigger frame. That's why she can barely stand up. And that's why she walks like she does. And that's why her knees rub together. Like it's not even just that her thighs rub together, her damn all the way down to her knees. She could barely fit in that damn bathtub. Did you see when she filled up the bathtub? It had like less than half a tub of water, but then she got in it and it was damn near spilling over. Sis is big. Sis is huge. She's huge. Okay. Um, the elastic girl, she needs to take them damn shorts off and throw them in the fucking trash. She needs to make a bonfire, or she needs to go outside to where they have the grills. When you live at the apartment complex, they got the grills like 10 feet away. She needs to go get a thing of charcoal and get all her nasty panties and them damn all them leggings and burn them. Burn them. Burn them. It's awful. That's disgusting. Look at this. I mean, they're see-through. And she walks around like that. She thinks it's cute. Hey Mars. Hey Boo Boo. Girl, the sandals. I thought she had the sandals when she was at In and Out. She had a pair of sandals. Those sandals, Yanni's skit was so damn funny. If you have not seen Yanni's skit, go watch it because it really is funny. She took her time when she was in the bathroom. It was funny. It was very funny. I gotta tell you, I liked it. She put that thing together quick. And it was funny. It was definitely I love a good skit. But I tell you, the other day when she was sitting there in the living room and she had that mustache on and that short wig, that thing was hilarious. Oh my God, that was funny. And Liv is so bothered by it too. She really When Yanni said that when she walked in the bathroom and Liv looked at her, I guess there's stuff in between that we're going to find out about, I guess whenever it happens, right? Um, and she said that Liv looked at her and just said, "Could you please just leave me alone?" I have to take off my glasses. God, that was funny. Oh my God. It's just, why don't you stop? Like everybody, it's like the girl who dates the guy who she doesn't want to be with him anymore, but she's like, he just won't leave me alone. He just won't stop calling. Why don't you? Why don't you stop? If you would stop addressing, like me personally, I want to react to the videos. I don't want to necessarily have a back and forth. And just because I may say, "Hey Liv, this is some good advice," I don't expect you to respond back. You know what I'm saying? Everyone say hi to the sis. I think she's new here to the chat. Pretty in pink Tatum. I missed you the other day, sis. I think you said hi to everybody, and I didn't see you the last time because I think I was reacting to a video. But yeah, sis is new to the chat. Say hi to the new sis and wish her well. There's another new sis who says that sis fell out of the bushes, girl. Okay, let me try to get closer up in the chat so I might miss somebody's comments. She used the pregnancy to get priority on the flight. Girl, stop it. Okay. They're going to say, "I just thought you were fat. I didn't know you were pregnant." Do you have a note? Can you pull up your my chart, please, and prove that you're pregnant? Because we just thought you were a big lady. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, just because someone's reacting on your video, it doesn't mean that you have to react back, right? Like, and okay, Fran, really? Is that true? Well, yeah, right? Because I mean, I don't react to every video and I don't me personally, some people I'm sure I don't know. I don't know who said what about me, but I don't know and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. If Olivia truly does not care, stop reacting. Stop reacting to people reacting to you. If you mind your business and actually have 10 toes down and your head held high, you would stop being influenced by what people are saying. And you would stop saying things like, "Put a battery in your back," because I don't know who you got that from, but enough people in this community say it, not you, for you to see. The thing is that Olivia is so heavily influenced by these little macro influencers, like this small community of people who have things that are like provocative to say and actually might be worth something for her to kind of listen to. She betrays herself by saying how she's not listening, but you can't not be listening when you're repeating. When I hear my words coming back out of your mouth, or I hear my suggestions, my euphemisms, when I hear other people's, "Hey Tennessee, I see you, boo boo." When I hear other people's phrases and or just the way they speak or advice that they gave, because let me tell you something, to Olivia's credit, what I'm going to say is this: Olivia really used to be a lot worse about 3-4 years ago. Now she's not living better, believe me. She definitely has fucked up. She's fucked up the church's money, right? Liv has definitely hustled backwards. Liv has regressed. Liv was doing better 3 or 4 years ago, but in terms of some of her thinking, some of the things that she seems to have some awareness about, relationship wise, in terms of her masculine presence. Olivia used to definitely be very masculine in her delivery once upon a time, because I think that Gerard used to bring something out in her that she used to really work hard at chipping away at his masculinity. And she was just very mean and nasty to him, right? Since he left the chat, which is good for him. I give him all of the applause, and he had to save himself, right? So he could save the kids. Um, she has gotten a little bit out of that, but her what she did pick up though was like the lying, the storytelling. She's more manipulative, but she is a little she's it less in her masculine, but she definitely is more manipulative, where she's not as masculine in her delivery. I think she wants to try a little bit, embrace a little bit more of her feminine, but she's still a manipulator, and she definitely, I think that when Gerard walked away from her, it unleashed something in her that was really, really bad. And that was the narcissism. I think Olivia definitely had some manipulative attributes, but she came into that narcissistic self after he left, and she's been on one ever since. So, I mean, I she's still a mess. She's just a little bit of a different mess, because I think people can see, if you've been watching her for a long time, she has definitely changed. She is like she's different. She's not the same as she was. She was a little bit more humble, but something in her, she couldn't stand Gerard. I mean, I think she low key always hated him, but after he left her, it was like the audacity. How dare you leave me? And for someone that she thinks is less than, like, it's driving her nuts. Oh, silver nitrate. That's the stuff. Do you see how far behind I am in the chat? Okay, I'm about 15 minutes behind. Um, so yeah, that's just what I think. Like, that's just my impression. I mean, it's kind of six of one, half a dozen of another. She's still bad. Don't get me wrong, but she's changed a lot. She's just picked up. She went from like a very masculine, emasculating self because she was in a relationship to just a bitch. And you could tell she's not in a relationship. Olivia acts very different when she's not in when she's in a relationship. And we saw her attitude when she was with Zola Bands. She was very different. And I'm not going to say too much because I'm sure she's listening, and she wants to know how to beat the house and how to shake the system. And I'm not going to give her any more of like my armchair psychology on her so she can get a good read on how to trick the streets. Nah. I feel like I've already said too much. But sis, I see you. I see you out here. And at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like she would do a lot better not addressing the streets. Um, Even though the streets addresses you, it is not your job to address back to the streets. It's your job to provide the entertainment, the vlogs, talk to your audience, and pretend we're not even here. Okay. But because you have made the streets into kind of like a de facto character, that's why you were in the bathroom and the streets walked into the door. Okay? Because this isn't the first time that this has happened. There's a reason why people out here never run into people from YouTube, or if they do run into someone, um it's friendly. It's, hey, oh my God, sis, or oh yeah, I saw so and so, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't, it wasn't a thing, right? Um, Let me see. She's using fake pregnancy again to gain more weight to deflect why she's eating unhealthy. She can't walk or run from a flight. She'll slow walk it. I think she's pregnant. I'm just gonna be honest. She's a slore. Women who don't mind opening their legs and letting random men have their way get pregnant at the drop of a hat. You know what I mean? Or can. It's more likely than someone who doesn't. If you don't open your legs for randoms, you're less likely to get pregnant than someone who does. So the fact that she is able the fact that she's pregnant right now doesn't make her special. You know what I mean? Um, I don't think that there takes any special ability to get pregnant. It's just it's something that can happen quite easily, for a lot of people. For some, maybe not. For many different extenuating circumstances, and we're not talking about that tonight. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, live as a no-brainer. Getting pregnant is not it's not a special skill set. You know what I mean? All she had to do was lay on her back and spread. That's it. Sis is always rocking them hips. Sis is always horny. And sis used to drink and indulge in vapes and all kinds of mood altering substances to always be ready and available to handle some sausage. Okay. So the fact of her getting, I don't think a woman like her needs to fake getting pregnant or fake having a pregnancy. You know what I mean? But I hear you, sis. I know that there's people out here that don't believe that she's pregnant and that AJ, all of those things, but she's not above it. That's so in her wheelhouse. If Liv said she got her master's degree, I'd be like, bitch, stop. Okay. Um, Surely you just Fran. I cannot imagine that. I'm behind. Let's see. She needs to be listening. She needs to take notes. Yeah, she needs to listen and take notes, but she doesn't need to respond. Responding is not a good idea. This is not a RSVP. This is a one-way conversation. Anything I say out here, I don't expect her to listen. You know what I mean? She doesn't owe me any responses at all. She's disgusting. Men who are willing to do anything to please their woman usually find women like her. Um, let's take it a step further. Men who are willing to do anything to please their woman because they have nothing else to give will find a woman like her. A man who has nothing to offer, only his penis and his looks, and all she has to offer is her vagina and maybe a little bit of coin, these two are a perfect match for each other, right? I've said this a million times. Like, for instance, even like just look at some of these women out here. A lot of these women, you look at their exes, they couldn't even get their ex right now. No matter what you think and who you would date and who you would marry or who you would be involved with, take you out of it. Liv can't get Gerard back. He elevated. Liv can't get Zolo Bands back. He elevated. Liv, I don't know if Brandon, girl, word on the street, Brandon's clapping and burning and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. But all that being said, clapping, burning, all the things, she can't get Brandon back. Jasmine, she can't get her sex offender Philip back. She couldn't even get the guy who got her pregnant all those times and spent her Christmas money getting babies terminated, okay? Sorry to say that for those of you, who are triggered by that. Strong mommy Chrissy, you think she couldn't even get somebody that she was screwing. The man who wants to have nothing to do with her, the twins' father. Sorry, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You guys may or may not know that, but whatever. I'm sure that a handful of her baby daddies, she can't get them back. They don't want her. When a man is down on his luck and he's dealing with kind of a down on her luck female, but she's winning because maybe she has a couple of dollars and she has her own keys to her own apartment and they use you to elevate. Once Chris finally walks out the door, Jasmine, he's not even going to take her phone calls. You know why? And you know why I know this for a fact is because he doesn't take Medusa's call. He don't take LaKenya's call. I don't know what's going on with those two. But Chris has a bad reputation with his baby moms. So once he's moved on, he's done. Okay? Gerard tried to be friendly with her, with Liv, but you can't be friendly with her. Even I think Zolo tried to be a little friendly with her, but it was no, he couldn't do it because he said he would get sucked back in. She's probably the type that will do anything strange. She'll do whatever needs to be done to kind of suck you back in, okay? But then they regret it the next day, okay? These men don't want to be involved with her. So she hasn't gotten better. She has changed. She has evolved into a different form. Like from when I first started watching her, she's just very different. She used to come off a little bit sweeter, nicer, but she was really mean to Gerard, and that used to make me feel very uncomfortable. I didn't like how she treated her man. I thought it was awful. And but now she's just a bitch. She's just nasty altogether. And she now thinks that she is some baddie. And actually Liv used to be cute once upon a time. But I don't know what happened. Like she's completely changed. She doesn't even look the same to me anymore. Like 5 years ago, whenever she had Ryan, I feel like she has changed so much that it's like a completely different person. She's just awful. And it yeah, arrogance. I think she's just I don't know. I can't even I'd have to put some thought to it to really be able to tell you because I wasn't really prepared to like I wasn't even thinking about this, but she's mean. It's almost like Peach in a way. She doesn't come off as mean as Peach, but I think what she does do to her audience is absolutely awful because there are people who actually really rock with her and she I don't know if it's just a meeting of the like disenfranchised, low self-esteem meetup or something, but the women who flock to her channel and she lies to them, she doesn't come through on her promises like for members. She's got members. She hasn't dropped anything in members in over a year. Like she needs to just come on here and say, you know what? I appreciate you guys and your membership over here. Just consider yourself like supporting the channel because I'm not going to drop you any content. Like it's just not coming. Like I don't even understand why she would even have members if you're not going to provide what members are supposed to get. But I think that these women are so used to a certain number of people in their life and they can't wrap their head around sitting for an hour and not having an audience. Like Jasmine, if she goes like when she's done her member chat only, like how I do on Mondays, and she's like, I don't know if I have this set up right. Or I feel like it's been the member, yeah, like it's the subscriber only chat or the member chat, and she doesn't have people chatting. For Jasmine, her situation's a little different where when she sets it up on subscriber only or like that member only and she only has a few people chatting, it throws her off because she can't sit and freestyle for any period of time. It's like Peach said one day, she said, yeah, I'm not like one of these people that doesn't know how to hold a conversation with you guys. I forgot how she said it, but any of you guys who were watching Peach last week, I think I screenshot it, but she said something like, I'm not one of these people who can't hold a conversation with you guys. Like basically, I was like, ooh, okay. I'm not saying she was talking about anybody in particular, but she was talking about people in particular who need the comments to carry the conversation. You know what I mean? Like that's it. I mean, I don't really have to explain it any further. You guys get it. Um, Jasmine doesn't necessarily come forward in a live stream prepared to talk to you guys about something. She's waiting for you guys to drag bones, bring up a topic or something. She started, what are you guys doing this weekend? What you guys doing? And really, it expects to vibe off that rather than like, okay, let's talk about this, that, and the third, right? You know what I mean? Like everybody doesn't always need a video. You know, I mean, shit, so much happened this weekend. I mean, I could talk to you guys for the rest of the week on this. I mean, so much has happened, period. I mean, we still haven't even talked about Love by Erica and everything. I know some of you guys watch it, don't watch it, but it is pretty fascinating what's happened. And then Creole Bay's pregnant and everything. But we'll talk about some of that tomorrow. And then I have like two other things I would really want to talk about to get those off the deck so we don't get completely behind. And then a couple of people asked me to talk about Carlos King and his messy podcast. Those of you who watch Real Housewives, was Desi, did you mention that to me or was it somebody else? Somebody asked me about it in the chat, and then someone else was like, yes, can you please do an episode? Like, can we talk about Carlos King's podcast? So we're going to definitely do that. We'll do that tomorrow for sure. I wanted to do that um, this weekend, but girl, I was distracted just like everybody else. Girl, I was over there, notification, gang, 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 watching and getting caught up. And then I was just, I started watching other videos. Um, Peyton dropped a video yesterday. I think I was getting caught up on, I had already watched Gene and Janine's video. I was watching Peyton's video yesterday. And what else did I watch? Of course, I was watching IAG Farms. Any of you guys who watch over there. And Becky over at Acre Homestead, all I was watching all my stuff, right? And I was just kind of enjoying the weekend. So I didn't want the whole weekend to go by and we didn't talk about this because I kind of didn't want to go into Monday talking about this either. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm glad, I'm gonna just say this, I'm glad that nothing physical happened. I'm very glad because I don't, you know what I mean? I have a lot of respect for the YouTube streets in general, period. And I don't want to see two women putting hands on each other at all because the repercussions of what comes with that is not cool. And I think that there's ways. I'm glad that that's not what occurred. You know what I mean? Even though sis loves to run her mouth and say that she would be happy for that to happen, I doubt that very much. And that's it. Who said someone, I think Megan, who was that Megan who said she started watching Love by Erica? I missed it. Yes. Hey, boo boo. You did. Yes. Sis is entertaining. Now, if you want a Queen of Kings, she's girl, sis complains so much. I do want to react on one of her videos tomorrow. Sis complains a lot. Okay. You can't get into Gina. You tried. Are you watching Peyton's channel? Gina complains a lot. Gina complains a lot. She does. Um, you know how some people are complainers and some people are solution oriented. I'm very much of a solutions oriented person. If I lost something, I'm going to find it. If I need something, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to sit and like wallow and be mad or anything. She mistreats them and snaps at them for asking a simple question. JC, I see your there you go. Yes, absolutely. Liv mistreats her audience very much so. Some of these people who like to complain a lot really get on my nerves. Just one second. So yeah, I don't all of these complaining ass people. Yeah, so I would say there are some people, if you look at my comments on these videos, there are people who watch both, right? And Gina is very different. She's kind of funny in a way, but she's funny to me in more of a train wreck style. See, I'm very much to the grave type person. You know what I mean? You guys have heard me say that many times. There's just some stuff doesn't need to be talked about with everybody, right? Okay. Okay. Some stuff does not need, everybody doesn't need to know your business. This telling the I was a side chick story like 3 vlogs ago is absolutely ridiculous. But she's very much, she don't have it all. Sis don't have it all. And Gina don't have it all. Now, all of us in some one way, shape, or form, like none of us are perfect, right? But I do love Peyton's channel. From when I started watching it, I really got into it. And, I've told you guys over the years how much I enjoy watching her channel, and she's funny and all of the things. I really, really, really enjoy her channel. Gina and Peyton, I'm not going to say that they don't have anything in common, but there's no real two ways there's no comparison other than we're all on YouTube. You know what I mean? Everybody is, if you're here, you're here. You know what I mean? That's it. That's the only thing they have in common. And they're women. They got vaginas. You know what I'm saying? Like the basics. But there's no comparison needed. It's you know what I'm saying? So the fact you gave her channel a shot, you're not into it, that's okay. I can watch Gina because I can almost tolerate any type of YouTube channel. Especially I kind of find Gina a little entertaining now from a standpoint of doing videos and reacting because um she is entertaining. She's a little entertaining to me. Um but she's about like a, if you're looking at the aesthetics girls or the BBL girls, she's kind of like she reminds me a little bit. I wouldn't say she's a Jasmine, but I don't have a comparison for y'all yet cuz I'm not seasoned over there, but you can't even compare anything like any like all the channels that you guys are throwing out right now. I don't have a reaction on those channels because um I very much have a lot of respect for some, you know what I mean, some of the ones you guys are throwing out. I can't We can't sit and have an hour long, like yeah, it's just different. um you know, it's just I love those channels too. I love Janae Naylor. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know her channel. I've been watching her channel for a long time too. And Karen Britchick and Monroe and Cassie. Do you guys watch Cassie? The self-admitted luxury addict. When is she going to rehab? Never. I love Cassie. Um, I love all those girls. Yeah. So that's getting more into kind of like the girls who do styling versus just lifestyle. There's girls that are just filming themselves living and maintenance and all of that stuff. And then there's the kind of style tastemakers, if you will, like a Monroe and a Cassie Thorpe, and kind of like the fashion bloggers, those girls. Um yeah, I love all of that. You did? I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah, we don't always have to react to a video. You guys tell me what you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Um yeah, I love all that. I mean, I started out like before I even started doing this, you guys know I used to vlog, and my main thing when I first got on YouTube was that I love to talk purses. I love to talk pocketbooks. And so a lot of like I don't know if any of you guys watch Jerusha Couture, Mel in Melbourne, um LVCC Lover, um Dr. Christina Brawley, um all of those girls I used to watch. They're like all the luxury purse community. Oh my god. Fashionably Amy, all of those girls, if any of you guys watch like handbag videos. um so yeah, That was kind of like the first stuff I used to watch. And then I kind of rolled into makeup, watching makeup videos, and then all of that. Rochelle, yes. It isn't she in Hawaii? Yes. Yes. I like her a lot. Yes. She has a very cool style. I like her. Um yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. Rochelle in Hawaii, not Rochelle Chanel, right? But I like Rochelle Chanel too. I'm gonna be honest, I like some of these girls that are over 40. Like, I like the girls who are really embracing their 40 status. You know what I mean? Like, they're taking good care of themselves. They decided in the pandemic, yeah, I'm good. I'm not going back to work. I'm gonna do this YouTube thing. I have a lot of respect for women who decide to become entrepreneurs. That's number one, no matter what the age. But I have a lot of respect for these girls who are 40 and over, who are doing their own thing in a very kind of age not friendly environment, where people make assumptions about the value of people who are over a certain age and think that you're not valuable anymore, or that you're corny, or you're trying to be young, or you're trying to do this, that, and the third, but you're just being you. You know what I mean? And there are people who are in their 30s and their 20s who need to get a life. The people in their 40s and their 50s, or advanced beyond that, who have a life, no, they're not. They're just being. They're just being. It's your idea of what that age is, and that's not necessarily what the reality is for that person. You know what I mean? There are some people who have given up on life at 42 years old, and there are some people who have not. And I have a lot of respect for these women who are over 40 and who are like getting up, being a baddie every day, who it's not even just and it's aging gracefully, but also just doing their damn thing, and also deciding that social media is a way to make money, and corporate America sucks. I hate to say this on a Sunday night while some of you have to go to sleep and go to work tomorrow, but just keep this in the back of your mind that you have options. Okay? Keep in the back of your mind you have options, and where you're going tomorrow isn't the last place that you have to be, and that there's opportunity out here for you to make lots of money, and that you don't have to do it clocking in at that job every day, and to just think deep about what it is that you want to do and make it happen. Um, Let me tell you about HRH Collection. You know, I actually saw today a video she put up. I used to watch Alex a lot. Alex is the girl from HRH Collection. Alex has lost her mind. Um, I've been watching Alex. It could be almost 10 years. I've been watching Alex for a long time. And Alex, today, I legit saw a thumbnail and did not even recognize her. Yeah, I watched her. You said, anyone ever watch Alex? Yes. When she had the platinum blonde hair, um, when her dog was a puppy. I'm assuming that's the same puppy. I don't know if the bunnies are even still alive. Um, yeah. Alex has made a lot of money on this internet. Um, I disobey my life and until 40. Oh my God. HRH Collection. You're gonna wonder why anyone even mentioned it. I do not recommend HRH Collection. I'm gonna tell you why. She's nuts. She is nuts. And she has very odd, oh, I don't want to say, look, she has her own unique set of views on controversial things. So definitely I didn't send you. Um Alex is an acquired taste. The thing that Alex did, number one, um Alex, I do think, was a trendsetter, and I think her influence in some communities, especially like the handbag community, she was definitely very influential on bag chains and people adding chains to bags and things. And I don't know that all of the influence on that trend comes from her, but she definitely is one of the first. I bought bag chains from her early on, to add to my purses. Alex is very strange. She's entertaining, but you kind of have to get into her. She's back to dark hair. I didn't recognize her in the thumbnail. Um, I don't know. I don't tune in. I didn't click on the video. Um, but I'm sure I'll see it, cuz the algorithm knows that, the algorithm knows it's time. So they put the video in my way and I did see it, but I didn't click on it. But I'll probably check it out tomorrow to see what she's got to say, but I almost feel like she says things now cuz she wants to go viral. I feel like Alex was very much kind of like beating by her own drum. But sometimes when you find out that the drum is being heard, you want to do additional things to be heard. So I just don't know. I don't feel like she's as genuine as she used to be. Yeah, I'm not sending either. She's HRH Collections and she's an interesting chick. Her name is Alex. She has a vid called Bentley Repossessed. I'm watching it tonight. She's interesting. She's very interesting. So you might fall down the rabbit hole. If I were you, you really want to watch HR. I would go back like I would go back like 5 years and start there. I really enjoyed her um at that time. Probably about 5, 6 years ago. Maybe even further back than that. I don't know, but I've been watching her for over 10 years. But I did not click on her most recent video. Uh Anyway, guys, this was a fun conversation. Liv is ridiculous. Yanni wins. We get it. YouTube streets. Another point for the YouTube streets tonight. Liv just needs to stop. I mean, I would be so embarrassed if I were her. I would just drop my videos and I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? How it's one of those things like, and never speak on it again, right? I would go live and just mind my business, talk to my audience, and get off the thing. For her to continue to address it and say something is going to happen and it doesn't, she looks absolutely ridiculous and sounds even dumber. So, good luck with that. You're giving people lots to talk about. So, I'm just going to say I appreciate the content and I will be clocking in and we'll talk about it. And of course, we're going to laugh about it. You know what I mean? What else are we going to do? We're going to talk about it and we're going to laugh about it. If sis wants to continue to act like a fool on the YouTube streets, who am I to tell? I'm not going to tell her to stop. Other than my thought is I don't think that she should be addressing the streets directly, but if she wants to, girl, keep it on, right? I'm late, but did y'all talk about Hallie possibly being pregnant by DDG? We did not. I did see on Instagram that Chloe was talking to the people and she was upset and said to keep her sister's name out of everyone's mouth. Now, if DDG got little Hallie pregnant, I mean, it was going to happen, right? She's a woman. She's a woman. What can we do? I don't, I, I'm sure her parents are probably not going to be thrilled because they probably would have hoped to have, you know, prolonged that out a little bit, maybe had a nice husband, but maybe DDG is it. I don't know. That's a major come up for him. And I don't know if that's going to help or hurt. I don't, yeah. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I don't know. How old is Hallie? Let's see. I know she's younger than Chloe, right? I don't understand why they wouldn't have had her, why she wouldn't have been. She's 23. So, I mean, That's, okay. Look, and her sister's 25. They have such baby faces too. Um, look, good luck with that. That's all I can say. Good luck, sis. Um, I just I mean, birth control is so readily available. Why young women are choosing to not use birth control is, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you're in a regular relationship, you probably don't want to use condoms, and I get it. If you're in a regular relationship that is supposed to be monogamous, I get it. Um, I'm not gonna say no, like she shouldn't be having sex. That's her business. She's 23 years old. I just don't understand why a young woman who is knowledgeable, educated, comes from her parents are together. Her mom seems like a very together woman. Why how this could have happened. That's what I would be questioning. But if sis is ready to become a mommy, well, she'll be a mommy. You know what I mean? 23 is not she's of age. She's a woman, she's makes money, and I'm sure she'll be able to take care of her child just fine. But, hmm. Yeah, and she can still, I think she can still be fine with one. One is very doable. When Sir starts getting you, like when it becomes a thing, um, that's a different story. So, I mean, like there's a big difference between like Rihanna, and she's 35 or somewhere close to it if she's not 35. And I think she's ready to be a mom. You know what I mean? She wants to enjoy her life. She enjoys her man. She wants to be a mother. I feel like this was very deliberate. Whether she chooses to get married or not, that's her business. She might, who knows, but she's very wealthy, so she has to be very careful what she does and how she does it, considering what she's holding on to. So I don't blame her for taking her time to marry this guy, even though having a baby is super serious. But we don't have to worry about the welfare of children, her children, because obviously she's got the money. Hallie is just considerably younger and has lived a lot less. But she seems like a very sweet girl. And if they are in love, good for them. That's what I'm gonna close that on. They're in love, and they love each other, and this is a happy occasion. It would break my heart to see her out here sad and crying like a Krishan. So I hope that DDG is not with the bullshit. You know what I mean? Because she's very much a sweetie. Um, yeah, they're at two different stages, even though they're roughly about 12 years apart. Rihanna is well positioned for a nice hiatus, having her children, slowing down a little bit, pumping brakes. Hallie's just getting started. You know what I mean? Um, okay, Kiki on repeat. That's very much what it could end up being. Somebody who is effervescent, has, she's breathtakingly beautiful, talented, and then you're with a guy, this guy, not saying that DDG is not talented, but he found his way on the internet, on social media, and that's how he's making his money. Um, she's an artist, she's a vocalist, she's an actress, all of these things. I see what DDG does as more of a hustle, and he's also he's like buddies with Blueface. Like just on that, I didn't even think of that. He's friends with Blueface. Like not a good I'm not impressed with his friend group, okay? Anyway, Yeah, that's one of his homies. Like, girl, run. She could have, I hate to say it's one of those she could have done a lot better, but girl, I don't know. This let me not, say, because I mean, my God, that's the thing. All of us girl moms, we worry, and all of us boy moms, we worry, right? So I wish her the best. If she's getting ready to have a baby, good luck, babe. You know what I mean? Good luck, hun. And welcome to the club if that's the case. But yeah, her sister was saying some don't put my sister's name in your mouth kind of stuff. And I mean, if sis is pregnant, I mean, it is what it is, right? So anyway, I guess that's a developing story. Thanks for running that up. And I guess we'll keep our eyes posted. If you guys want to talk Carlos King tomorrow, we definitely can. And for any of my Real Housewives people, guess what the algorithm sent to me today? The footage of Candy and Phaedra in the restaurant from, like, I don't even know when it's from, but talking about when they sat and had that conversation, and Candy basically dropped all of Phaedra's tea, and Phaedra was just sitting there like, bitch, no, you didn't. Like, it was, yeah. So I put that in my watch later so we can talk about that. Yeah, you guys have a great night too. This was fun. I'm glad we had a chance to like have some girl talk, even though nobody called in as per usual. I'm okay because you guys know if I can do anything, I can run my mouth for a couple hours. So I'm good. Even though I do love to hear from you guys, but you guys are it's okay. You guys just put your comments into the comment section. That's okay. Um, but yeah, tomorrow morning it's members and mods. So you guys have a good evening. And I will see you guys in the morning. It's our last week of summer vacation too, guys. Can you believe it? Oh, so I should be back on schedule soon, back at like 8:30. Um, so I'll be back on schedule this summer. Summer has been a complete bust as far as me being on schedule, but I'll be back on schedule soon. Okay. This is our last week. So yeah, I might be a little off again just because I feel like this week I'll probably try to do a lot of stuff like take Farah out and maybe do like a couple of lunches or something, just some fun stuff as we are closing out this summer, but we really enjoyed it. I hope you guys, any of you guys who are on the tail end of summer vacation with your kids, had a great summer and all of that. um but yeah, we'll talk more about it tomorrow. You guys have a great night. This was a fun conversation. I'll see you guys later. Take care.